Modern wardrobe. Well, I don't say too much on YouTube. I think I might be on YouTube too much. I'm probably producing too much. I don't want to say crap, but 5 hour streams of playing solitaire ASL is probably not the most enthralling viewing. So I'm going to carry on with the refit phase for the 14N scenario that just finished. For those of you not watching, the game went all the way to turn 7, which allowed me to regain all this territory here that the Russians had captured, including these hexes over here. So I was able to recover all that, and it's now friendly control with the exception of these 3 hexes right here. So at one point, they were actually sitting at 15 victory points, and they would have won if I had not been able to reclaim it. So I'm lucky for the Germans. The game went all the way to 7 turns. So the Germans win this one by denying the Russians their victory. I've captured 51 stone locations myself, which is I've never played this face to face, so I don't know what the reality is for a Russian counterattack, but I assume because the Germans are all stuck on no move counters, that the Russians can focus their efforts in a couple of strategic areas and thereby leaving the rest of the forces on no move counters. And because in solitaire it's a full frontal attack, basically every German came off of his no move counter by mid game. So, which unfortunately, because there's no depth in the setup, means I'm able to exploit this. Like this is going to be my new front line all the way out here, and this is my old front line here. So some kind of limitation somehow. I'm not sure the best way to do it without flooding the board full of counters, but I think that's the only way to compensate for that. Or either that or just have a house rule and just say the Germans can't exploit any gaps for too far. And anywho, let's get into the refit phase. So we got a conclusion of any melee, which we don't have. Um, Marker removal, so let's remove markers. So FFEs are gone. That's you. Any smoke counters? One thing I am surprised at is the lack of fires that have been like normally this whole area here is one big burnt out railcar network, but there haven't been a lot of fires in this game. Only 2 vehicle wrecks that were burnt. Um, all DMs go. All disrupted go. This is going to be an interesting pocket. You got 3.5 squads sitting here, and they're going to be stuck here for the start of the next scenario. So they start overstacked with 2 German groups going to be next, adjacent to them. Now I'm just going to blast them. What else comes off? All right, next up we have to take off the dummy stacks are going to stay on for the enemy until I get the line sorted. And sniper counters. All right, so Germans win, and now everything rallies. Oh, that should have been left here, actually. They should have dropped that when they left. All right, that's it for broken units. Um, Encirclement. No, they never had a chance to encircle him because this was on the rout phase that they retreated, so there's no encirclement. All right, so now I got to do the perimeter determination. All right, so let's start with the Germans in the south. So it's going to be a nice straight line heading due north for the longest time to here. And then it comes to here, so there's going to be a bit of a bulge in the lines. If I go to here, that would be alternating grain. Yeah, like that. All right, so then we come up north and we head all the way to here, I guess. And we go alternating grain to this location. This is a relatively easy looking perimeter delineation for the Germans. All right, so let's do the Russians. Russians start here. Um, dink, dink, dink. There we go. All right, so that's the lines drawn. Map edge markers are in, perimeter markers are in. So the only pocket's going to be this one here. So now we can draw the line. All right, so the Russians are going to try and escape. Um, so we're going to roll on this table here. Modifiers -1 for being Russian. We're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +6 for the extra half squad. -1 for being Russian. So there's going to be a +5. So +5 onto this roll is they're eliminated. All right, next up, clear the map of all the units. So let's bring all the Russians over to here. Wait. This is actually not Russian controlled because I have a squad there. That should actually be Axis. Alrighty, now let's do the Germans. Alrighty, so I think we're set for the next step. Um, Right, no hidden fortifications, no prisoners, blazes. Burning wreck. So each burning wreck has its terrain blaze marker transfer to the burnable terrain, if any. So this is a gutted building. So there's not going to be any blaze because it cannot catch on fire. So this vehicle will stay in bypass. Let's use a bypass wreck. Guess they don't have those. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So I need a burnt out wreck counter. And you as well. So there's no burnable terrain for you, so your blaze is gone, and your burnt out wreck as well. All right, that's going to be it for fires. Wounded leaders now. This should be fun. I got a wounded heroic 9-2. Hopefully he lives. I get 3 wounded leaders there. All right, so 2 or less and they live. Top down. 1, 2, 3. They all dead. Too bad. Next up, we have half squad recombining. So let me sort these out quickly. I guess these are all captured now. All right, what were we doing now? Recombining half squads. Now I guess I got to separate my weapons too. I just do not see the use for those 50 millimeter mortars in Stalingrad. All right, I think we're sorted now. Um, half squads, eh? How many mortars do I got? I got 6 mortars. So you guys will combine. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 mortars. 1, 2, 1, 2. And yeah, so I think that's it for the combining. Hey Larsto, how's it going? The refit just started. Um, the game went 7 turns, so I was able to reclaim all this territory um, that the Russians had captured, with the exception of uh, where are they? Why are they showing up? There was 2 Russian positions here, so I was able to collect everything except for those 2. Um, but I also scored 51 myself, so I got nice clean lines for my uh, 15 September attack. Basically, right down this communist guy road, and I got a nice little bulge here facing 9th January square, so it's going to be should be a fairly good 15 September. All right, so heroes and MMC. Each hero is eliminated. I got 2 heroes, which means I can battle harden 2 squads. I think I'll take you guys. Um, secret die roll, eh? Super secret die roll. All right, so this uh -3, and I've accumulated 192. Um, so that's going to be another 9 -9. So I'm going to be getting 5 squads. Yeah, I get 5 squads battle hardened as well. I think I'll do you. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys as well. All right. -2 on this die roll to harden a leader. We have a 5, which is a 8-1. So I could get a 9-1 out of this. I guess I'll use you. No Russian counterattack because they just conducted one, so it's a new campaign game day. All right, so your snipers go back to what they were, which was 4 for me and 6 for the Russian. My ELR is back up to 4. So I have to make a die roll for both snipers to see if they go down. All right, so the Russian first. Plus die roll equal to that side's current sand minus 4, so 6. Minus 4 is plus 2 would be a 5, so the Russian sniper goes down 1. For the German, it is 3. No change for the German sniper, so the German sniper stays at 4, the Russian is down to 5. Yeah, because that Russian sniper was kicking my ass at night. And a booby trap. So right now they're at level B. And they are not decreased. All right, next up we got equipment repair and recovery. I had one that was mired, you here, so you need to try and get out. Okay, that's not mired. Or is it? What if you're mired twice? All right, so basically I keep rolling until I get a 6 on the colored die. Like that. All right, so it is immobilized. So this is actually immobilized. Okay, so each shock must have the necessary die roll made for is no longer the effects of shock. Are those removed? Stun results, so these are all removed. Okay. All right. Each shock, yep, that's done. Each man bogged under bog removal, so now it is mired. Actually, it should be immobile. I had it up here in debris. All right, so I can attempt to recover it now. 1 dice, it is a 2. All right, so I am able to recover it as an immobilized vehicle. All right, next is each retain immobilized AFV or manned. Must make a die roll to see if it's repaired now. So, all right, so repairing it, I need to roll a 2 or less. So it's not repaired. Now I can put a labor marker on it, and it'll increase my chances next turn. So that looks like it's going to be off the. Well, I suppose I can leave it set up in the front line. Each retained wreck. I've got a Stug that was destroyed by artillery. With a -1. So I'm gonna have a repaired, fully functional Stug. That is platoon 2. All right, next up we have now I could have attempted to repair this one here, which is a random event equipped um, light flak, but I'm not going to because it's an RE, so I wouldn't get it anyways, even if I did recover it. All right, so I guess this is gone. Um, hmm. Weapon repair. So now I can make a roll to see if I can fix any non-captured retained weapons. All right, those are all healthy. Um, do I have any broke? I think this is the only thing I have that's broken. I have a disabled gun. So I need to roll a now that is not malfunction, it's disabled. Is there a chance to save a disabled? It looks like there's no chance of saving a disabled gun. Okay, so I don't have to do this section because it's all done. So um, if I rolled a 10 on these ones are from the daytime scenario. So never had a chance to roll them. So I rolled tens on them, which means that I guess the refueled. All right, so it looks like I have my 3 flamethrowers back. I was lucky enough to roll tens when I did my fire attack. Although I can't remember, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I had written down out of fuel, so I assume that's I rolled a 10, but I may have mistaken one or two. Capture weapons. So now I have to see if I can retain each one of these on a 3 or less. So we'll start here. We got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I keep you. And the rest are destroyed. I got 7 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep you, and the rest are gone. And 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are all gone. It would be nice to have a Russian heavy, but I think I got more than enough machine guns anyways. Alright, so I retain 3 Russian mediums and a light. All right, so next up is special ammo. All depleted ammo is restored. Low ammo is nothing. Am short nothing. Recall. Okay, now I have to see if I can hold on to my armor from my daytime attack. We're looking at a 5 or less. Right now the wind side, more than 2, so I don't get the -1. I think there's a minus on the historical modifier for 15. Yes, I get a -1 on my die roll, so it's going to be automatic retention. Right, yeah, the best I can get is a 5, so it's going to be automatic retention for everything. Oh wait. This only applies for redeployment. So anything but a 6. So you, 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 you. Looks like I got all my vehicles. I have no isolated AIVs. Fortification removal. I could attempt to remove this minefield, but I don't think I'm going to. Do I have any roadblocks I want to get rid of? So this is my front line here. I could get rid of these 2 roadblocks. I don't know why that roadblock is there, to be honest. It should be down here somewhere. I don't know how that roadblock ended up here. I think this is where it was. All that to say is I could get rid of this one if I want. So I get a -1, so 5 or 6, the roadblock is still there. So the roadblock is gone. And then moving along, CPP replenishment. All right, so -1 for the historical modifier. +1 cancels. And -20, -1 for every 20 suffered, which was for me 56. So it looks like I get a -2 on the die roll. It sucks. So it's going to be a 7, which is 17 CPP. So I've got 25 to spend, in addition to which I also get 6 CPP as support for to support my attack. I'm definitely going on the attack. Okay, so next up is the ELR loss gain. So make a die roll to determine its present ELR changes, and on a 2 or less, it is increased. On a 13 higher, it is decreased. Modifiers. So -1, -2, I bought one elite company for friendly elite infantry company. That should be a platoon. Oh, I see. If you're a Russian, you get that. So I'm at -2 for this. I am at a -4 for this. And I bought two companies, so that's a -6. +1 is a -5. +4 is a -1 with a -2 net. And then a +1 for this. So I get a -1 on this die roll. All right, so there's no ELR change for me. For the Russians, yeah, you guys might, eh? Dedicated viewership, I love it. All right, so what do I do about ELR for you guys? ELR loss. So this is what I use. So um, for every 6 enemy squad equivalents activated during the previous CG scenario, of which there was none, wrong, there was one. Fractions rounded down. Yes, I have two 27-inch monitors. Yeah, I can name you guys leaders. Only problem is if you get hit with a sniper, what does that mean? Um, looks like there's only one elite dead. Two. Yeah, there's only two elites, enemy squad equivalents. So that's a -1 for that roll. First lines. Yeah, that's true. First line we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 first line squads. So that's going to be another -1s, -2. And then -2 for every for the vehicles. So that's a total of -4. Minus -3 for this. -4 for that. -4 to their ELR loss gain. So that is no ELR gain. So, all right, next up, I gotta buy some stuff. Weather EC determination. All right, so let's make a die roll for that. Let's name those leaders. I got a 10-3 and a 10-2. How about two 10-2s? And I can't spell. There we go. Welcome to the named one. So you're going to be in charge of a STAS troop, and you're going to be in charge of the heavy weapon at their Larsta. Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll be a heavy weapon platoon, so you won't be in the front line. The STAS troop, however, might be more in the front line. We'll see how that goes. I'll try and keep a half squad broken just so that I can have some sniper bait around you. All right, weather. So, oof, we got fog and mist. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's good from my assault perspective because it'll cover my approach. What are the EC? So we have fog and mist, and it is dry. All right, so I've got a combined 31 CPP to spend, of which 6 of them have to be spent on this or this. Or I guess I could get into the Stuka. I think that's what I'm going to get. So with the extra 6 CPP, I'm going to get the Stuka 2. And that gives me 25 to spend on other stuff. Now I can get a maximum of 3 rifle companies um, because I get a -1 modifier to this daily max. Now, what is my plan? They have to come on as reinforcements. I don't think I need any more armor. I do need more troops in here, especially the elite variety, because I need to hammer through this. So I'm going to set up my assault engineers and STAS troops along here. Oh yeah, fog and mist. Well, it's going to affect our sighting task check. That's a good point. It's going to affect our sighting task check. What does fog and mist mean anyways? All right, so I make a die roll to see if it's fog or mist. I guess it's not both. So it's a 5. So there is mist in effect. So low visibility hindrance applies at a range of 7 or greater to all fire. And it applies to aerial attacks. Which is going to increase their sighting task check. Yeah, +1. +1 to the sighting task check So if I generate a lot of vehicles, it'll cancel that out. If I can hit them when they're moving, that'll definitely help. But even the actual attack itself is going to be affected by a +1. So maybe it's not the best bet. Maybe I can use an artillery strike. Get a pre-registered hex on Pavlov's house. I can fill it with smoke, and then I can drop an FFE on here. Put an observer up on the roof of L7, hip. And then I can saturate this area with, I think that's what I'll do. So I'm not going to get a Stuka. I think a 150 would be fine. It's cost 6 anyways. And then I can use a buy a pre-registered for another point. So that'll cost me 7 points using up 6 of the CPP. So that is 04 pre-reg. I don't think I need a pack battery, although if I buy the infantry battery, I could slap a gun right here or right here, and it would definitely help me breach this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put it right here, I guess I don't need it because I'm getting OBA. Only thing is I'm worried about their armor, but I have tanks with 75 longs, so I think I'm set. If I keep my tanks up here with my half tracks in support, I think that's enough anti-armor assets. Um, what is my plan? On the north, I want to take Pavlov's house. I want to push the boundary. So I think this is going to be my main thrust. A secondary thrust would be I set up in this area. I could swing around and make a pocket and destroy what's in here. That way it would give me a good firm control of the northeast. That'll be a secondary objective. I have to make inroads into this area as well. What would be the best way to do it? I have a lot of fire bases up here on the first level. Assault troops on the ground level. I need to fill this area with smoke. So I have my assault engineers with their 5 smoke exponent. I should be able to do a decent job of blocking this, and that will get me into this block. If I can retain this block here, let's use some markup tools. Where'd my tool go? G-Ink. Where's my G-Ink? I had a... There we go. All right, so I need to get this objective. All right, let's try that again. So I need to push this. I need to capture this. If I use a curving push, I can connect those two, and that way this would be a pocket, which I can then eliminate. So this is going to be my main thrust. Secondary objective in the south is this block right here. If I can control that block, on the next day I can start to push into this. So I'm going to have a lot of assault pioneers here, dropping in smoke grenades and assaulting in this area. I'm going to have a lot of fire bases up on the upper level, decimating whatever's in this location. So this should be easily attainable with engineers and fire support. I could also have a third thrust right through the center just to maybe get to this block here. So that gets me nice clean lines for the subsequent day. So what do I need to support this then? So mist is in effect. And all right, so what do I need to support this? Again, I'm gonna have an observer here. He'll drop some 150 on this area. That'll suppress this nicely. I'll have a lot of armor up here with some infantry. And maybe a platoon of Stas troop to deal with Pavlov's house to actually breach it. In the south, as I said, I'm going to have assault engineers with a lot of heavy weaponry up on the first level to suppress this block and advance in. I think I'm going to hold off on taking this square here, this park that's in this location. I think I'm just going to let that sit for the day until I get this secured, and then I can maybe cover an approach into there depending how long the game goes. And then this assault here. So I don't need any guns. Well, they always have the ability to enter wherever they control that scenario starts. So you're right. I mean, I could push at least the park. That would limit it, but if I can set up in that fire hall and keep a gap between where they can enter and where I set up, it gives me a little bit more chance to decimate them without committing too many troops to the bottom here. Now, if I buy 3 infantry companies, that's going to be 21 points. And the problem, of course, is they have to enter from off-board, which shouldn't be a problem. Using the roads, entering in column formation, they should make their command die rolls. And then they can filter their way in. I could send 2 into the center. Or I can go 1, 1, and 1, supporting them. Um, that would be 21, plus a pre-register would be 22, which gives me 3 more points to spend. That would be a STOS troop. I can get into their STOS troop. Now, if I buy that STOS troop for this location up north, it's going to take me a couple turns to get artillery into this place to suppress it. Infantry is going to push along the north. So by the time my STOS troop gets into position, I should have this area under control that I can start bringing fire on there. And if I have a couple tanks parked here, I can use them as armored assault to advance across this square. Now they're going to get hammered from this location, so I got to suppress this as well. I think I may get a pack battery. No, they're too expensive. Unless I forgo an infantry company. Because if I can get some guns here, well, again, I have my tanks, so I don't really need that. The only difference is they pay a +1 for being buttoned up, but if I unbutton, stay 6 hexes away, I'm not going to activate any Russians from them. I just may have to worry about long range shots. Yeah, up here. So again, if I have a heavy weapon dead here, heavy weapon dead here with armor, I can cover the infantry approach into here. Once I'm into this area here, I'm going to change my pen. Once I'm into this area here, I can provide fire onto there, covering fire onto there, while my STOS troop moves across and does the actual assault with the vehicles. I got fire base here and a fire base here with an observer right here. Yeah, open terrain, that's why I'm going to use a lot of the vehicles up there. So between OBA saturating this area with smoke and FFE, infantry is going to move north. And again, I don't know what the activation number is going to be, so it could be a 2 again, which will save my bacon, or it could be a 4, which would suck. Um, so I can't account for that, but I must push along this area as far as possible. Yeah, I got, oh my, yeah, what do I have? I think I've only got, um, I think I've only got 1 228 to fire the mortars. Yeah, I've only got 1 228 to fire one of these, so I'm going to have to use non-proficient use with one of those. I could buy a heavy weapon platoon instead of a company. What do those cost? 6. It would give me 2 more mortars, so I'd have 3 81s, of which I can put 2 up here to deal with this. With an OBA, I think that's plenty, with armor as well. This would be a true combined arms assault. Now, I have to bear in mind miss, so that's a +7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So any 7 or greater hex range shots are going to be suffered in +1. So I can drop HE on Pavlov's, assuming this will be the target. Zabolotinov's house, that's another target too. I mean, these four buildings here, I hope to control by the end of the 15 September scenario. If I can reach the river, all the better. I have to be aware, however, that any reinforcements that they get from the north can always enter between this hex and here because they only let that scenario start. Once the next scenario kicks off, they can only enter from U1 east. So I always got to be aware of that. I cannot leave my flank exposed in case they do a reinforcement bum rush. So I may have to leave a platoon minus in this location just to fire across. S6. That would probably be the perfect hex. If I set them up here on the roof, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would be +1 for visibility. However, it would be a so that would be a 3 or less to land accurately. 50% chance of being accurate. Worst case, it would deviate half the range. So on the first round, I could bring in an FFE. And that would, if it lands on target, it would get all these buildings. Q10, R9, yes. So if I have a mortar, maybe a mortar here. Here. Set up a mortar here. He can drop one there. He can drop one here, assuming he has rate. I could have 2 mortars in that location, actually. Just in case. And they could saturate the area with smoke while the FFE drops onto S6. I'm going to have to do 2 chit draws initially because I won't be able to see anybody. But a pre-register will give me 1 more black, so that'll be 9 black and 2 red. And if I'm lucky enough to roll plentiful ammo, that will be another one as well. Of course, I could also roll scarce ammo, which would take away that one. So I have a fairly decent chance of getting an FFE into this area. So all that to say, if I buy 3 companies, and a STAS troop, that would use up all my complement. So 04 would suck up the extra 6 pre-registered, 3 companies, and a STAS troop would eat up my 25 points. That's a lot of infantry. I will pick up, assuming they're normal, not depleted, another 3 heavies and 3 mediums. I just don't know if that's too infantry heavy or not. In the south, if I dedicate a company to set up here, I can give them the light flak half tracks. They should be able to take the 1st of May square, maybe even push up to the theater while this attack goes on here. So this whole area here is going to be one big battle group. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Well, that's what's going to look like because, again, I'm going to have a lot of 2 or 3, probably 4 first level fire bases up here. I'm going to have engineers on the bottom with their 5 smoke exponent. They're going to fill this road with smoke grenades, and then they're going to assault across. With any luck, I'll break whatever's here, and then they can gain entrance to this building on the first turn. I'm going to have a company down here, a full company, maybe reinforced with a STAS strip. No, I don't need that. A full rifle company here with a reinforcement coming on to support. In the center, to make this push happen, I'll need a company or 2 in this location. No, I'm going to have a company here just in case they make a counterattack. I'll have STAS troops and company up here, and they're going to swing around and try and link up with this building here, cut this area off while a company here pushes across. And I'll have a second reinforcement company coming in here. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. 25. Yeah, I will. I will need manpower to encircle. I gotta be aware of the reserve thrust now. 8 hexes away, the reserves start. I think it's 8. Where are we here? So Russians are going to be idle. I can't see me rolling an attack chit for them. Although you never know. 5 hexes. So 6 hexes and more is going to be reserved. Now the good thing about solitaire is you can plan for that. So I know that from this location along here, the 6th hex onward. So basically these set of houses here are all going to be reserved, and they're not going to get activated unless I get close enough to give them a modifier to activate. Which if I can avoid activating all of this and just, as long as I don't go east of this road here, I might be, I mean, that's really aggressive thinking. But if I can cut off these blocks and eliminate them, or at least make them a pocket for a possible nighttime counterattack, then it'd probably be good. All right, I'm picking an attack chit. Let's see if they actually get one as well. Initiative determination. So -2 Russian enemy. Oh, that's only for counterattack. They get a -1. -2. But they suffered +3, so it's going to be a +1. So there's no way that they can get an attack chit. Oh, they have a -1 for historical as well. So if I roll a 1, it's going to be a dual attack. All right, so it's going to be idle. They're going to be idle. So basically this is what I'm looking at for the next scenario. Pre-registered 150, 3 rifle companies, a STOS trip. That'll use up all my points. I'm going on the attack, and I'm going to have 3 main thrusts. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so back to here. Purchases are made. I got to figure out where exactly they come from for entry purposes. And their strengths. Let's do that right now. Okay, so back to here. Oops. What am I at here? 7, 8. Now I've only got 2 left for the blue code, so blue code enters in from A20 to A40. I need to have one come up from the north, which is you guys here. So green code, I need one from the green code. And two blue. So that would be number purchased 1, 1, 1, 1 left, 0 left. Green, how many greens can I get? Two, so I've got one left. All right, so, and, 04. Pre-reg, what hex did we say? We want S6. All right, so, let's do some die rolls. Okay, so company, I've got 3 companies, top down. 1, 2, 3. Well, I got to reinforce one. Now -1 for this, so that is a 6, a 7, and a 1. So I do have a lightly depleted one coming on with a reinforced one in the middle south. Okay. So you're full. Your LD. Oh yeah, Stoss troop. Yep, thank you. And a reinforced. Stoss troop number 5. You are -1 is an 8. Whew, just got under the wire. So you guys are full as well. Now Stoss troop has to come from blue code has 3 left. Now where do I want to send you? I want to send you up north, so you're going to come from the green code. Green code has 4, so I got 3 left for that group. Okay, so no, no, yes, no. All right, so you are 12 times 4, 6, 7s. You are 9 and 3. And you are, what is a full? Uh, 15. I get 15, 4, 6, 7. Son of a bitch. Oof. That would make up for some of those losses I had. All right. 150 OBA. I can buy 2 of those, and I've just used up 1. So this is 1 with 1 left. $28.31. Yeah. All right. So let's find the strength of the OBA module. Right. 2 dice -1. That is a 4. I have plentiful ammo. Nice. So I get 10 black and 3 red for my fire missions. Excellent. With a pre-registered hex too. Okay, this is going to look really good. So this is basically what we're looking at here. You're full, so that's 3 times 5, 4 eighths. Yeah, one of those. One of those. Uh, Weapons. So reinforced company gets an extra LMG. Okay. So you get one of those, 2 of those, 1 of those. Lightly depleted. Four or less, and I have those weapons. So heavy, yes. Medium, yes. Light, yes. ATR, yes. Light mortar, yes. So I get a full complement of weapons. Yeah. Wow, that's some good rolling. Now see if I can get some good leaders. All right, so I need 3 company leaders and 1 STOS troop. So for this, I need a -1 for the. So I do 2 normal and 1 -1. So the normal one is a 3. Jesus. 10-2-8-1-7-0. Where are we here? That gives me 4 10 zeros or 10 liters. All right, so -1 on this one is an 8. That's kind of funny. 818070. And a normal one on. Oh wait, sorry, that was lightly depleted one. Now I do my reinforced one with a minus. So that was a 9. 9180. All right, so this with the -1 is a 3, 10, 2, 91, 6, 10, 0 liters. Wow. All right, so a full strength platoon. Full strength platoon leader. STOS troop is a -1. Is a 6. Is a 9-1. Okay, that's what we're looking like. So you guys come on from A1 to A20, A20 to A50. All right, purchases are made. What else can we do? Sucks I lost that 228, but I wonder if I can give a 127 that. That's not a, I mean, it's an infantry crew, it's not a gun crew, so I guess it would be the same. It would still be RU Recon, yes. Let's see what we can do here. Uh, I think that's going to be it. Recon. I'm not buying any, so he might. So let's do the SASL version. Now we did initiative determination, not doing an no isolated recon. Um, enemy reconnaissance. 4. -1 is a 3, so there's no extra bonus for recon. So I don't think there's going to be any recon for them. Although, like I said, I did mess up the nighttime one, so I think I may use that. Yeah, so it didn't spend any points in recon. So I'm going to use the 8 points, or the 8, the 8 hexes for recon. I'm going to use that in the daytime one, so let's get that. All right, so that's that. What else can I calculate out? Random events, I guess. Enemy sand, do they spend points? They don't need points. They already got a 5. No. Russian enemy -1. -2 if they're idle. -3, so they're increased by 1. Shit. Oh, I gotta take a bio break. I'll be right back. All right, sorry I had to rush out there. Yeah, it's got to be done though. All right, so their sniper actually went up one, which, like I said, is not great. So you're at a 6. I'm at a 4. Elar is back up to 4, and they still have booby trap B. Um, that sucks. I'm going to do a lot of shooting, and they got a SAN of 6. All right, what else are we doing here? Random event numbers. So, friendly die roll is a 6. So I'm at a 4-5. Minus 1 is a 5. So I'm a 4-5. And the Russian is a tree. Minus 1 is a 2. Is 5, 6, 7. Oh, geez, this is going to suck. They get a lot of reinforcements coming on. Do they increase their booby trap capability? Minus 1 idle is a 3, is no effect. And then AC. So booby trap is B. So then we just have to do the AC. One dice is a 4. Minus 1 is a 3. So their AC is going to be 3. So 50% activation. Now they're going to be in hold attitude. And the only modifier for them is going to be in a VPO location. So these guys here are all going to be 4s. And in a debris, it'll be a 50% chance of being a dummy or not. And that's pretty well it. So next thing up, I have to place all the suspect counters, calculate what was activated, and we'll commence the 15 September 1942 scenario attack. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. This is good actually that I got named leaders now. I can actually name my camp groups. Larson Wardrobe, you guys would be in charge of a camp group charging in. Let's make him Aramon. We got 3 named leaders now. See how much sniper fire they draw. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Larsto, I'll probably be on tonight, and anybody else watching, I'll probably, let's aim for maybe 6 Eastern. Yeah, I did. I just did. You probably just saw me do that. Yeah, the setup will be interesting. And then again, once I have everything set up, I'll do a briefing of what I'm going to be doing before we actually kick off this scenario. But yeah, thanks again for watching, everybody. And we'll see you guys tonight, hopefully.